Hi friends, it's your pal Scott Garibay, and today we are going to do a Dungeons & Dragons review of the film Jurassic World Rebirth, starring Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali. Also Jonathan Bailey. I don't know who that guy is, but Grace Randolph's been saying his name a lot, so I know it now. But he was in there too. I don't know. He was okay. All right. Mahershala Ali and Mahershala Ali and Scarlett Johansson, frankly, these are the best roles I've ever seen in it. I mean, by far. And that definitely includes every single one of her Black Widow roles. Yeah. Okay. 5 out of 5 stars. And guess what? No spoilers. No spoilers. Okay. All right, here we go. So, first of all, let's do a Dungeons & Dragons review of this. Should Dungeon Masters see this film? Absolutely yes. And the reason why is there is a fantastic way to handle big monsters in this movie. Okay, so I'm going to tell a little bit about the story right now. This is really it's not a significant spoiler. Yeah, here we go. All right, so there are 3 dinosaurs. So the crux of this film is adventure team needs to go on to Dinosaur Island. And in every other movie, it was like, we got to kill the dinosaurs, we got to capture the dinosaurs, we're going to pack up all the dinosaurs, and we're going to airlift them out, right? This is much better, and it is absolutely fantastic for a Dungeons & Dragons adventure. So there are 3 big dinosaurs in this. And this big pharma company comes to Scarlett Johansson. She's a mercenary, right? And she's a team leader. Okay, she's a team leader for teams of mercenaries, right? And they're like, here's a big pile of money. We need blood from these 3 big dinosaurs. And then they have a technological solution to be able to get the blood from these dinosaurs at range. Now, it's pretty close, like it's D&D, like, it's not adjacent. It's, you got to be within like 30 feet to do this, right? So you don't have to like jump on the thing's back, but you are going to have to put yourself in danger, right? And then once you get 30 feet, if you can make a shot, you're good, right? And I'm not going to explain the tech that would allow them to get the sample. That's pretty cool, and you should definitely see the movie. By the way, if I didn't say this, 5 out of 5-star movie. This is a fantastic film. I was thrilled seeing this film. Actually, it's my favorite Jurassic Park movie ever for multiple reasons, and I'm trying to keep this Dungeons & Dragons focused, but I cannot sing praises enough on this thing. This is a fantastic film. I really, really love this. Okay. Yeah, let's keep moving here. Okay. So basically, if you're a dungeon master, this is fantastic, right? This could easily be skinned to allow adventurers to get very close to dragons, very close to very high challenge rating monsters, but not have to capture them and not have to kill them, right? It made this film really unique and far more enjoyable than the other films. Because essentially it set up 3 major fight scenes. And I think it would do the same thing in Dungeons & Dragons. If you don't have to capture and you don't have to kill, right? But you're still getting close enough to be in real danger, but you don't have to take it all the way to capture or kill. You got to see it. You got to see it to believe it. I think any good dungeon master, once you see it, you'll be like, oh, I know how to use that. Right? Like, I know how to use that, right? Like, this is extremely good. And I definitely think this should get skinned for multiple D&D adventures. It was very, very solid. Okay, if you're a Dragon Master, is there a reason to go see this? Yes, 100%. So as a Dragon Master, it's your job to bring your player character to life. Mahershala Ali and Scarlett Johansson do phenomenal jobs of giving you reasons quickly and even elegantly to care about their characters, right? To give a hoot, right? Like to care if they get eaten by the dinosaur or not. They do a fantastic job of it. At the same time, they are completely believable in their roles. They're completely believable Scarlett Johansson is completely believable as as a mercenary team lead. She weighs 120 pounds and she's a super hot lady, right? Like, that's not, it's not obvious how you would get that done. She gets it done. It is, and it's done in 3 ways. She lands it as the actress, right? And her part is written extremely well. And I cannot sing praises highly enough on Gareth Edwards. I'm a fan of Gareth Edwards. I really like the creator, and I dig him. He's a very good director. This is by far his best film, and this really used him extremely well. And the directing helped to make a 120-pound woman with 0 scars believable as a mercenary leader, right? She did a fantastic job. All right, what next? Mahershala Ali, fantastic. So these 2 extremely good actors do a great job of bringing their characters to life. If you're a Dragon Master, you should witness this, and then you can use some of those tricks at the table. Very, very, very good. Is this movie Dungeons and Dragons canon? Of course. Let's connect it. Let's count the ways. All right. So first and foremost, dinosaurs are canon to Dungeons and Dragons through Tomb of Annihilation, Chult. So the world of Chult is populated by exactly the dinosaurs that you would find in this film, which is pretty awesome. Second, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World came into Dungeons and Dragons canon as official official Dungeons and Dragons miniatures and official Dungeons and Dragons terrain on April 24th when the Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tail set came into our world, and then literally made every single Lego minifig that had ever been printed back in perpetuity, all the way back to the beginning, official D&D miniatures. And every single brick that they've ever made for Lego, just nothing but better Dwarven Forge. It's all D&D terrain, and it's all D&D miniatures. I love that. I absolutely love that. So these are quite literally D&D canon from the perspective of, like, all the characters in this are available to purchase to go directly into your, so that you can have Scarlett Johansson's Jurassic World character and put her and play Lego Dungeons and Dragons, play Dungeons and Dragons with your official Lego miniatures, right, and your official terrain, or bring them right over to Eberron. Like, that's what it was built for. It was built so that every Lego miniature is official D&D canon, and every Lego world functions 100% mechanically and by miniature and terrain as a D&D canon world. That blows me away. Finally, as if those 2 weren't enough canon connections, there's even more canon connections, and that is Magic the Gathering. So Magic the Gathering actually printed Jurassic Park crossover cards, right? Which is very exciting. And then finally, Dungeons and Dragons is canon connected to Fortnite. Everything in Fortnite. Okay, I have one of my biggest videos on this channel actually explains how that happened. And Jurassic World is canon to Fortnite. So there are literally 4 different threads that tie this very strongly to D&D canon. Yes, Jurassic World Rebirth is 100% D&D canon in my humble opinion. I absolutely love this film. I cannot stress highly enough. This is definitely every Dungeon Master content and every Dragon Master content. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.